some mathematical calculation on a common way and easy way to calculate the price of electricity. Like this equation 1 here tells something like CE, which is the price of electricity. If I would very simple and very quick want to calculate it, it is made like this. So you say what? This CTR is the cost of the installed power, means if you are establishing a power station, if you are building one, and you invest so many, whatever, $1 million to do it, and this is made of how many generators, and every generator have so many megawatts. Okay, you just simply divide the dollars by the megawatts. You know how much dollars is costing you every kilowatt or every megawatt. Okay, easy to do it. So this is the simple price calculation, and then we multiply that with something called the fixed charge rate. Means this money needs to come back to the investor after a certain time. Okay, so this is what fixed charge rate is. So you are dividing it by a percentage, so that it says in a year such and such money must be returning. Okay, so this is exactly what it tells, FCR, the fixed charge rate. And then this is the investment. Now, it's divided by the quantity of power generated from this establishment. Like here, for example, but divided by the time. The time used for generating this electricity. So TO is the time of a year, like here 8,760 hours per year, and the PCF is the plant capacity factor. It means how long this power station is working in a year. So if this power station is working full year continuously, this plant capacity factor is 1. The value is 1. It means multiplied by the time of the year is the full 8,760 hours per year. So this is the big bulk of time when this power station is working. So now again, when I divide the capital invested by this time, I know how much the cost of kilowatt hour produced from that plant. Okay? Are you following me? And things make sense? Yeah. Now, imagine this plant capacity factor is less than 1, like 50%. So this power station is working half of the time. What are you doing? So PCF, plant capacity factor, is a half. So then I multiply the denominator here in the bottom, not by 1, I multiply by half. It means the whole factor is growing the double, isn't it? You follow me? When the denominator is getting smaller, so the whole number is growing. This is what is the number? Is the energy price. This is your energy price. In simple terms, the smaller the time is when the power station is working, the bigger the price will be. And as we saw in the graph before, when the price moved from $10 to $100 per megawatt hour, it means 10 times. What has happened, in fact? It is not an energy crisis in overseas. It's not a short of supply. It's not the wind not blowing. It's nothing. Nothing has to do with the energy. It just has to do with the operation of those power stations. How long it is working. It is working just only a tenth of the time. So only 10% of the allowed time. This is what they're working. This is what makes the price dear and the situation critical. I mean, we enter it from that angle, you see what I mean? From this supply point of view, not from the energy point of view. Okay, I'm expressing to your expectations, or do you want to ask me something in this?
What ideas, do you have to try and curve the, power usage? Because it seemed to peak at about 5 or 6 o'clock at night,
yeah,
which I'm assuming is when everyone gets home and starts cooking and turns on the air cons. And
absolutely right.
So it's domestic users when they leave work. So
yeah,
how are you suggesting that you curve that,
Yes.
are they not allowed to cook, or they
Yeah, this is a technicality now that we are going to share with you here. Okay, so we are still going to but I'm just all the time. But I have just tried to describe what we are addressing. Yeah, yeah. So now this is again with this energy price related to this plant capacity factor. So this factor here is the best situation when it's 1, is very bad when it's less than 1. 10%, like 0.1 here, is creating so much energy price escalation. So the price got so high. Okay, so this graph describes the equation what we have before. Okay. So the methodology is this here. Now, what we are proposing, that we are installing devices at practically switches and softwares and internet relays at the user premises. So it might be a domestic or commercial. And those devices are sensing the market condition and then switching loads on and off automatically. Okay, it is not the freedom of user here, but is a choice of this automatic operation. This is what we are proposing. And here is a picture describing as much as we could the whole situation. Okay, so here on the left top you have your generators, and all those generators are feeding to this AMEO network. So they will be selected according to their offer, okay? So, and they are buying the best offer, and now they are going to the distributors and reaching your house or your factory. On the other side, here, you see the user has the computer able to communicate and to receive this curve. So this one here above the house is the curve we saw right now. So this here get understood and evaluated from your computer, and then decision get taken from your software. Okay. This is an example what we can achieve here. Say, like, for example, if every user decides, I will never buy electricity above certain price, like, for example, here, $55 per megawatt hour. So if you set your computer to be adjusted not to purchase any power beyond or higher than this, this is what is able to be achieved. You are cutting those peaks out. Okay, so you are removing the peaks straight away in no time. Of course, it needs a kind of deployment or greater base of users understanding this and using it and implementing it. If they are able to do this, to remove peaks like that. Okay, but still, this hasn't helped to solve the whole problem. Because what are you doing if you do this? You are actually, leaving alone, so abandoning some power stations that they will never be working, because those are the one working for the peaks. Okay, so they will stay away, and you are just improving the conditions of the remaining ones. Okay, when you flattening the situation, so you are improving of the existing ones. But still, is a on the way to go is not a bad idea. It's still good because it creates better economic conditions, and it also gives some reserve. Okay, those power stations now they are standby, they are able to work, but not today. Maybe in a few years' time, instead of building today power stations, now you have them already on the back, waiting to operate in the next time, okay? Because the market is always growing, right? It's continuously growing. So instead of always caring to continuously build more and build more and build more power station, you don't need to do that, because so you are creating your capacity already from the existing one. You got my message? Is that correct? Yeah. So now this is, if we do that in the previous curve, then this is what we would be able to achieve. So if all users are avoiding prices above, say, $40 per megawatt hour, then you are able to save 10 terawatt hours per year. So this is, see this on the left here, okay, 40. If everyone is adjusting to not to purchase beyond $40, then the savings are 10 terawatt hours. So 10 from 50, our whole consumption is 50 terawatt hours in Queensland. So you are immediately saving a fifth of the whole energy utilization in Queensland if people are adjusting not to buy beyond $40 megawatt hour. Is a big savings, huge saving. However, it needs a full concerted and organized approach. Okay, so one single user cannot do that. But if all of them, if an action, an initiative to operate together, then we are able to achieve this. Now, if they decide for 20, not buy for above 20, then you are even close to 45. So you are saving lots and lots and lots of electricity. Okay? Of course, this is again theoretical, but this is just a description what could be done in this. So these are again in numbers, okay? So $50 megawatt hour, then savings are this, 11%, 21%, 47.5%. So you can save half of the energy budget if you are curtailing at $30 megawatt hour, okay? So, and now this picture shows the ideal situation when you have a real proper horizontal line, load line through whole year. Okay, so this is the horizontal one. And now this red area above the line is what the present situation is. And if our technology is able to bring that red side down to your right, so this red to the right, to make the curve flat, to make it horizontal. So this means removing those peaks to the left, bring them down to your right, and make the curve flat for optimal economic operation. If we do this, then the average load will rise from 4,000, if you remember that number, 4,100 megawatt hour today base load. You rise it to be 6,000. So here on the curve, it is 6,000. What does it mean? It means all of them operating at the same time. So all power stations working together at the same time for 24 hours. Good for everyone. Good for generators, good for users, good for distributors, for everyone. Okay? So this here is just, again, a description of the different energy consumption in Australia. And it tells, this is from the internet, and it's not a very good picture, but it is, I guess, is clear enough. From that one, I see the transport here, for example, using, see this transport here, using 1,339 petajoule per year. Okay? So what I'm getting from this figure here is to show that it is possible to make use of the whole thing in the transport, for example. So if we decide at some stage to make use of this difference, okay, between the present situation and the full capacity, then there is an option, which is a matter of study and improvement and optimization, everything, to use this energy in transportation. So instead of burning oil and this petrol and all these polluting fossil fuels, you are able to, and it is in fact a trend in Europe and in many places, to use electric